Shalom. Go ahead and get this kicked off. Start this off by giving all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahakwadashakah.
Double honor to the apostles, to the elders at the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the faithful elect, those slaves be saved from the destruction that's been declared to come upon America, different parts of the globe, but primarily here, and to all the wicked inhabitants hereof. America in the Bible is codenamed as the daughter of Babylon and many other aliases as well, but primarily, you know that one, but those slaves be saved also being declared in the Bible, being none other than the Israelites, who today are being called so-called blacks, Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, West Indians, Seminole Indians, and African people scattered abroad. The men teaching the truth, the true doctrine of the Bible, and the men, women, and children of these people have turned back to the true doctrine of the Bible and are in the doctrine of the Bible according to their works. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. So pretty much, you know, it's been a hectic week. It's been another week of terror, by the Most High, and the furtherance of all things being fulfilled, man. You see what I'm saying? Real quick, let me get Revelation 17, jump to the last verse. Let me also get Psalms 47 and 2. Yeah, Psalms 47 and 2. I got
Psalms.
Go ahead.
Psalms?
Yeah, go ahead.
Psalms 47, verse 2.
Come on.
For the Lord, Yahweh, Most High, is terrible.
Yeah, the Most High is terrible, man. But before we go into that, go ahead and bring that up. You got the last verse?
Come on.
Jump to verse, jump to 11. You jump straight to the point. Matter of fact, yeah, just straight to the point, 13.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 13.
Come on.
These have one mind,
Yep.
and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Yeah, so yeah, the beast is NATO in the EU, you see what I'm saying? And the war is America, you see what I'm saying? And pretty much you got the D's being, these heathens that's supporting the furtherance of Esau's kingdom. Because really all the beast is a bunch of goddamn heathens, a bunch of Edomites, a bunch of Edomites that are collectively come together to try to bring this new world order. Now, even let me give 17 and 15 real quick.
Come on.
Go ahead.
This Revelation chapter 17, verse 15.
Yep.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest.
Jump to 2.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 2.
Start at 1.
Verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
So you got the beast, you know what I'm saying? You got the whore. Go ahead.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
And the whore is America. You see, and the kings of the earth is all these kingdoms. You see what I'm saying? Which consists of different ethnicities, Some of them, most of them are Edomites. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of them are, the other heathens, the other nationalities. You see what I'm saying? You got it. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of...
Where you at?
Still in verse 2.
Just read, you go ahead and finish that. Go ahead.
Con, it says, have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Yeah. All right, jump to verse 15. Go ahead.
Revelation 17 and 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples.
Yeah, and that's this place. So if you look all around, you see water, man. You see what I'm saying? You see these people. Go ahead.
And multitudes.
You see? Look, there go so-called Chinese people across the street. There go so-called Mexican man, Israelite. There go so-called white boy walking down the street, old white man. All right? Go ahead.
And multitudes and nations.
And you got different multitudes of nations here. Come on.
And tongues.
Yeah. So it's known as a seat. You see what I'm saying? So within that, like I said, the whole point, you got so-called Chinese people in China, all hell breaking loose. You see what I'm saying? And you got those people actually being Moab. So a lot of judgment is coming upon Moab right now. You know, that was actually declared by, you know, pretty much a damn fireball that shot across, you know, China. And it actually was an omen. You know, it was an omen declaring what the Lord was getting ready to do to, you know, Moab. You know, that's by the Spirit real quick. Let's go ahead and give me Psalm 60 and jump to 8. And then get Isaiah the 47th chapter. Start at 20.
Psalm 60, verse 8.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Psalm 60, verse 8. Moab is my
47.
Yeah,
is
sorry.
my wash pot. Now, and over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Okay, to 40.
Philistia triumph thou because of me.
Go to Jeremiah 40. One more time on that, brother Salaki.
Psalm 60, verse 8. Moab is my wash pot.
Yeah, there go Moab, the so-called Chinese man. You see, so the Lord used Moab to help get a lot of this destruction that's going on. Like all the destruction you heard all week. You see what I'm saying? Whatever it may have heard, it all was able to be, you know, brought forth by these people collectively being in agreement with America. You see what I'm saying? And with that being the case, flash back. You got, you know, the so-called coronavirus that was created in a Wuhan laboratory. You see what I'm saying? And a so-called Chinese woman, you know, she's actually a chemist, I believe, a biologist or something like that. She actually put that information out, and they were saying, she was saying she feared for her life. But with all that being said, what did that do? That caused the pandemic to start. That caused all type of mistrust, all type of franticness, all type of confusion, all off of these people being in agreement. Hence, all the shit that happened this week kicked off through Moab. You see what I'm saying? You got it. One more time on that, brother. You got something?
Psalm 60,
Yeah, he got it.
verse 8.
Go ahead.
Moab is my wash pot.
Go ahead.
Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Yeah, Moab is the Lord's wash pot. So the Lord used Moab. The Lord used the so-called Chinese man to stir up a lot of shit, because the wash pot is a big ass cook pot. You know, you can also clean it. You see what I'm saying? And so in that cooking, what do? When you cooking a big ass, you know what I'm saying, in a big ass pot, you stirring, man. So the Lord used Moab to stir up, you know, a lot of shit. And that's what the Lord does to these heathens. You know, that's what we was going over that. Real quick, give me Ezra 1. Ezra 1. Ezra chapter 1, verse 1. Go ahead.
This is First Ezra chapter 1, verse 1. You said Ezra?
Ezra, not first Ezra.
Come on. This is Ezra chapter 1, verse 1. It says, now in the first year of Cyrus, the king of Persia, that the word of the Lord...
Yeah, king of Persia. You see what I'm saying? The heathen. Come on.
That the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled.
Come on.
The Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus.
There you go. The Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus. You see? So that's what the Lord, that's why he got this written like this in Psalm 60th chapter in the 8th verse. Moab is his wash pot. You cook in a wash pot. You see what I'm saying? He was going to use Moab to get shit cooking. Meaning he was going to stir up Moab. He's going to stir up the so-called Chinese people's minds. Right? With all type of, give me Psalms 2 and 2. With all type of mischief. With all type of vanity. You see what I'm saying? That's what, man? You go ahead and finish up.
Fine. It says, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom and put it also in writing.
All right. Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 2. The kings of the earth. Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves.
Remember? So it said that when you go back to Psalms the 17th chapter, jump back there real quick. Psalm 17. I mean Revelation 17. When you go back to Revelation 17th chapter, you go to the second verse. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
So the so-called Chinese man, he's one of these kings. He got a kingdom, right? Don't a lot of shit come from China? Don't they got you go to China and ball out. Prada stores, Gucci stores, you see what I'm saying? They got it going on over there. You know? Especially Japan. That's admin though. You see what I'm saying? One more time.
Revelation 17 and 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
So the so-called Chinese man set himself up in a position that was never appointed to him. You see what I'm saying? As far as him being an actual king. You're not kings in actuality. You sat yourself in the downtime of Israel. You see what I'm saying? We supposed to be ruling. We the kings of the earth. We're the gods and kings, man. We're the judges and all that. But go ahead. And then we're going to jump back to where you was at.
Back to the Psalms and keep on going to Revelation.
Go ahead, finish.
Con. It says, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
See that? All right, you can jump. Yeah, because America deals with a bunch of different kings. Now, is a king a man or a woman? You see what I'm saying? So if America's compared to a whore, what you got? Adultery. Fornicating. You know what I'm saying? Illicit, you know what I'm saying, relations. Go ahead. You go jump back to the Psalms 2 and 1.
Con, this is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Go ahead.
The kings of the earth set themselves.
Yeah, so those heathen, these kings are heathens. Go ahead.
And the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, Yahweh, and against his anointed, saying.
See, that's it. So that goes back to the Revelation, the 17th chapter in the 13th verse. When he said these three, go ahead, jump back to that real quick. 17, 13. Come on.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 13.
Come on.
These have one mind,
All right.
and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
So these have one mind. See? That's what he said. The kings of the earth set themselves. They take counsel together. Jump back there real quick. Two and two.
Psalms 2 and 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take
And
the rulers
See?
take counsel together.
No, apart.
Together.
That's one mind.
God.
You see? Give me Ecclesiastes 3. Matter of fact, Amos 3 and 3. You still where you at?
Con.
Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 3. It says, can two walk together except they be agreed?
There you go. You see what I'm saying? So all these nations getting together. That's why a so-called white man can invite all these nationalities here and everybody can come together. Because they all in cahoots. You see what I'm saying? So as I say, all the shit you seen happen this week goes all the way back to the Lord doing what? Using Moab as that wash pot, stirring up the so-called Chinese man, to where going back a little bit further, they created that, you know, that Rona in the laboratory, man. You see what I'm saying? And it brought forth the lockdown you have now. It brought forth exactly where people may be in. It brought forth your current situation in your life right now. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly how it happened. Where you are, where you find yourself today in your life was all started by that Psalms the 68th chapter. Moab is my wash pot. You see what I'm saying? Now let's get a little bit more on that Psalm 60 and 8. For sure. That's how you have to. Everything that happened this week, it came from this. Go ahead. Lord kicked it off with the Chinese man on some bullshit, you know?
Psalm 68. Look, Psalm 60, verse 8.
Come on.
Moab is my wash pot.
Yep.
Over Edom will I cast out my shoes.
Yeah. So he did it. That's just like when you cooking a dish, you're going to serve it to somebody eventually. Who is going to be? You're going to serve it to Edom. Give me Lamentations real quick. Lamentations 3. 3 and jump to the last scripture. Lamentations. Lamentations after Jeremiah. Go ahead. No, it ain't it. 4. Chapter 4.
All right, then.
All the way at the end. Last verse.
Con.
Go ahead.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 22.
Jump up to 21.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
So there go Edom, so-called white man. Because look, Moab is his wash pot, you see what I'm saying? So he's you know, that's that big pot he's stirring shit up with. Like he stirred up Cyrus to bring forth what he wanted on the earth at that time. The king of the Persians, you know, the kings are the heathens. You see what I'm saying? To do what? He said, Moab is my wash pot, over Edom will I cast my shoe. You cook it to serve it to somebody. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Rejoice, and this is Lamentations chapter 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through.
What?
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
See? Now, usually when you eat a meal, what you have with it? Yeah, that's if a waitress brings you a drink, you see what I'm saying? What is she doing? She's serving you, man. You see what I'm saying? One more time on that.
God. Lamentations 4 and 21.
Yeah.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom,
Yeah, so-called white people. Go ahead.
that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Come on.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Yeah.
Thou shalt be drunken.
Yeah. Your order is coming up. And what's the order? What are you finna be served? You got it, brother. 16:8. Psalm. Go ahead, finish.
Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked.
Go ahead.
Psalm 68, verse 8.
You take some time.
Moab is my wash pot.
Uh-huh.
Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
My what?
My shoe.
See? That's what you gonna serve your ass.
Philistia, triumph thou because of me.
See? Yeah, Philistia triumph because of me. Because the Lord, he sets up these kings, man. Give me Proverbs 8 and 15. So the Lord, he used Moab to get some shit cooking. And with that, you see what I'm saying? The Lord he's cooking something up to serve the people. Also, let me get Jeremiah the 25th chapter. Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 8, verse 15. By me, kings
25
reign,
and, 15.
and princes decree justice.
Yeah, you can start at 14. One more time, brother. Slocky.
Proverbs 8, verse 15.
Come on.
By me, kings reign.
By who?
By me.
No, by them.
By me, kings reign.
See?
And princes decree justice.
That's why he said Philistia triumphant because of me. You see what I'm saying? I said I put you in that position. You know? That's what the Lord is saying, Yahweh. Alright? So yeah, man. The so-called white man, he's put in position. So-called Chinese man, you put in position. Why? Because the Lord is using you to give your resources and power to this place to make it the worst as possible. You see what I'm saying? Thus, they can't look. He used Moab to create a virus, right? To do what? So that can bring forth, so that can be served to people. Now, when you eat something, what do you usually have to have, you know, after you eat? What's something you usually get? A napkin, right? You see what I'm saying? Well, that would be the damn shot. You see what I'm saying? Right. He used the so-called Chinese man to set up a damn virus, and the virus is gonna bring forth what? Some type of immunization coalition. You see what I'm saying? Immunization stand up and fight against this virus type, you know, ordeal.
Right.
And that's what it did. Thus bringing forth what? Shots that Jake not supposed to get. You see what I'm saying? Thus being all the destruction that the Lord wants to come forth. You see what I'm saying? Through what? Through these people having one mind and giving their power to the beast. You see what I'm saying? Their resources. They got the technology to come up with a virus in the laboratory. You see what I'm saying? To bring that shit forth to ultimately bring a response. Because to everything there's a response, man. You see what I'm saying? They knew what was coming with that. They already knew when they knew before the virus was created, a shot is behind it. And the real pestilence is the goddamn shot. You see what I'm saying? Now, that brings forth what? The actual sickness. Because the virus wasn't even really strong enough. But it was enough, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
To get you know what I'm saying, a whole jab coalition going, man. You see what I'm saying? And then eventually, what? You're going to have a bunch of Israelites who don't know they're Israelites taking it, thus bringing forth the 2/3 being destroyed. And then you're going to have news articles coming out that's going to do what? That's going to help reveal this. Give me 2 Thessalonians 2. 2 and start at 3. Got it?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Whoever got it, it don't matter.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3.
I just asked. Go ahead, each other. Go ahead.
Fine. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Yep.
For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
See that? Now, see? The Lord, this is a part of the Lord's will, that the man of sin got to be revealed. Now, how he going to get that done? Right now. You see what I'm saying? So the more y'all getting together, talking, coming up with that laboratory, that laboratory virus to bring forth that shot was going to do what? Cause us to come out here on this very day and expose that. You see what I'm saying? To do what? To show that the so-called white man was behind that. They created that shit, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's going to do what? That's going to get the cup served to his ass, man, which is that boot. You see what I'm saying? Because you the damn devil. You see that? You ain't supposed to be administrating no goddamn drugs, man. Give me Sirach 10 and 8. You see what I'm saying? Because we still talking about kings. And all these people, and then we exposing that you're not really kings. Because the scriptures say that the kings of the earth set themselves, man. Come on.
This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 8.
Come on.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Got by what?
By deceit.
Yeah, this shit making a lot of people money. Come on.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
There you go, man. So it's the Lord is making everything go in a perfect procedure, to where it's gonna get the devil revealed. It's gonna show these heathens bugged out, and it's gonna get these people put out of power. Cause y'all doing shit that's, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be doing when you in power, man. You see what I'm saying? Give me Wisdom of Solomon in the 8th chapter, start at 1.
Fine.
Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8, verse 1.
Jump up to you can finish. Start at 1.
Con. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6, verse 1.
Come on.
Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth.
See? Read that one time.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1.
Come on.
Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn.
See, you can't be a king without understanding according to this. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Learn, ye that be judges of
You gotta learn. You see what I'm saying? It's procedure before you can rule. You gotta learn. You gotta be built up. You gotta be broken down. You see what I'm saying? So you can understand both sides of the spectrum. You don't just come into power. You gotta go through the process. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth.
Come on.
Give ear,
Yep.
ye that rule the people,
You see?
and glory in the multitude of nations.
Do these people do that? They don't give ear. You see what I'm saying? And glory in the multitude of patience. They don't do that, man. They ain't got no damn patience. Give me Revelation 12 and 12.
Nations.
You said patience?
Nations.
Fine.
Oh, Salakia. Never mind. Don't even worry about it. Go ahead, one more time.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 2. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations.
See that? And glory in the multitude of nations. See? This is talking about them, man. That's talking about America. They got the multitude of nations here, man. Come on.
Back to the Revelation.
No, that's it.
Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 3. For power is given you of the Lord.
See, the Lord gave you that power. As he said, by me kings reign. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And sovereignty from the highest.
You see? And you get sovereignty from the highest, man. He put these people in position. Why? To ultimately put us in position. You know, to get all you people judged. Because Moab is getting judged right now, which we're going to get in just a second. Jeremiah the 48th chapter, 20th verse. Come on.
It says, who shall try your works and search out your counsels?
See? He going to see if you really supposed to be in that, if you really carrying yourself how you supposed to. He going to search out your works. You see what I'm saying? And the multitude of your counsels, man. And your counsels is wicked, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, because being ministers of his kingdom,
See?
ye have not judged aright,
Yep.
nor kept the law,
That's right.
nor walked after the counsel
That's
of
right.
the Most High.
That's right. You see, they don't walk after the counsel of the Most High. So what does that mean? They gotta be put. Go ahead and give me that real quick. Sirach 10:8 one more time. You're finished. That's basically what this means.
This
And
is
you
Sirach.
starting to see the fall. You starting to see the fall of kings, man. You know that's a lesson. Come on.
Sirach chapter 10, verse 8.
Yep.
Because of unrighteous dealings,
See?
injuries, and riches got by deceit.
See injuries. People getting injured.
God.
That's what you seen all week, man. Goddamn, fucking 100, damn near 40, probably 144 cars piled up, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers destroyed. They said body steals, you know, they believe in some of the vehicles. They can't get to them all. They got to use a helicopter with the damn, the shit you use at the pulley belt. Shit we used to have to use at the plant. Motherfucker had to get the big ass rope. We had to pick the crate up, tie the fucking the harness to the damn truck, man.
The lift truck, yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way they're getting that damn those semis up. They 16 wheelers. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And you got people underneath it. Just the spirit long gone. They long gone. The carcass still there. You know, Lord is not playing around, man. Come on.
Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit,
See?
the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
There ain't nothing but destruction happening, man. Why? Because the fucking kings, these wicked niggas in rule, man. You see what I'm saying? The damn wicked is ruling, man. Give me Proverbs 29 and 2. Then we're gonna go to that Jeremiah 48. Because right now you seeing this happen, man. This is how you had this whole week. You know, go down how it go down. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule,
See, but when the wicked bear the rule, come on.
the people mourn.
See, people mourning. So that's when the kingdom gets translated, man. So it's only so much longer before Esau out of power completely. Moab out of power. You see what I'm saying? All these people out of power. It's only so long. Ham is out of power. All these people will be out of power soon. Let's go ahead and get to it. Jeremiah 48 and 20. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 48, verse 20.
Jump up.
Moab is confounded, for it is broken
See,
down.
Moab is confounded, man. You see what I'm saying?
For it is broken down. Howl and cry. Tell ye it in Arnon that Moab is spoiled.
All right, we're going to start at, jump up real quick. Let's start at 6.
Verse 6.
Yeah. And go read through 7. 6, yeah. 48, start at verse 6. Same type, we start at verse 6.
Jeremiah 48, verse 6. Flee, save yourselves, and be like that heath in the wilderness. For because thou hast trusted in thy works and in thy treasures, thou shalt also be taken.
Salaki.
That's Chemosh. Chemosh right there.
One more time from the top on that, brother.
Jeremiah 48, verse 6. Flee, save yourselves, and be like that, and be like the heath in the wilderness. For because thou hast trusted in thy works and in thy treasures, thou shalt also be taken.
So what? Slacking, one more time, slacking. My bad.
Jeremiah 48, verse 6. Flee, save yourselves, and be like the heath in the wilderness. For because thou hast trusted in thy works and in thy treasures, thou shalt also be taken.
You see? Where you at? Verse 6?
Verse 7. Man.
No, start at verse 6. I ain't even hear you. Slacking. 6.
Jeremiah,
Yep, 16.
Jeremiah 48, verse 6.
Yep.
Flee, save yourselves, and be like the heath in the wilderness.
And that's what you finna see, man. You finna see Moab fleeing because they see all of this stuff. Look, Moab thought they could come to America and live the American dream. But now, it's like a trend to jack Moab up right now. Why? You see what I'm saying? And then that's low-key gonna kick off race wars. You see what I'm saying? That's that wash pot, man. The Lord using Moab for that. Because why is so-called Chinese people getting picked on all of a sudden? You see? They finna have to flee. Come on. Because what's gonna come further from that is them seeing that they can't win. It's gonna go from you being pushed over in the streets and ran up on it. You see what I'm saying? Robbed and whatever else may go on and happen to you outright getting destroyed, man. You're gonna have to get the hell out of Dodge. You know? And they gonna see that once China and the US really fall out. Ain't gonna be no Chinese people, so-called. Moab ain't gonna be dwelling here no more because the nuke's gonna be pretty much being rumored more. As the Lord said, man. Give me that real quick. Matthew 28, 24. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 48, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
For because thou hast trusted in thy works and in thy treasures.
See? And that's what? They saying because Lexus is made pretty much over there. You know? I believe it's by Japan though, so that's Ammon. But Lexus is made. Alright, you got it, bro. Go ahead.
Thou shalt also be taken, and Chemosh shall go forth into captivity with his priests and his princes together.
Where you at?
7. I just finished that.
Okay, jump to 11.
Jeremiah 48, verse 11.
Yep.
Moab hath been at ease from his youth.
See, Moab been at ease, see? That's why you starting to see, you see these damn so-called Chinese people getting their ass attacked. They walk around like they ain't got no care in the world. And they just get bum rushed and ran the hell over and robbed and, you know what I'm saying, stuck up. Why? Because they at ease. They comfy. They here cozy. And these people, you know, here they are mocking us, man. Mocking the hell out of us, man. All right, go ahead.
And he hath settled on his leaves.
You see, he has settled on his leaves, see? Now the Lord ain't dealing with that. According to this, give me Zephaniah 1 and 12 real quick. Go ahead, like I said, y'all talk, man. If brothers is asking, you got it. Come on, man. Brothers gotta act like teammates, man. Putting everything on me. Go ahead.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 12. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles.
Everybody gotta be leaders. Yep. See? Hey, this is the spirit right here. One more time on this.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 12.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles.
You see, the Lord gonna search Jerusalem with candles. Who's the candles, man? The candles is the Lord, is the men the Lord set up to be a part of his ministry. And whatever way he sets you up, man. You see what I'm saying? Huh?
Moab in the kind of,
Oh yeah?
he had wrote his window down and looked at him.
Oh yeah? That's the spirit. Yeah, that's the spirit, man. See? Alright? One more time on that, bro. Oh, hold on, you got it. 20 and 27? Yeah, give me Revelation. Keep holding what you got. Get Revelation. And what's that? Matter of fact, you get Proverbs 20 and 27. Go to Revelation real quick. Jump to 2. Five.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 5.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Proverbs 20, verse 27. The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord,
See,
Yahweh.
the spirit of man. You see what I'm saying? The spirit that the Lord has put upon those kicking the spirit. You see what I'm saying? The spirit of these words, man. All right? So the Lord said he's going to search Jerusalem with candles. One more time.
This Proverbs 20, verse 27. The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord Yahweh.
So he's going to search, Jerusalem. You see what I'm saying? With men. Go ahead. You got it.
Searching all,
You got it. You go ahead and finish.
searching all the inward parts of the belly.
Yeah. And that's your desires. That's your appetite, your agenda. Your certain mentality. Where your spirit truly at, man. Your ass getting discerned through like an x-ray machine, man. Go ahead. That's what he's going to use. He's going to use men to do that. Come on.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 5. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works.
Come on.
Or else I will come unto thee quickly,
Yep.
and remove thy candlestick out of his place.
Yeah. So these are men that the Lord set up. Because when you get a menorah, you put, candlesticks upon it. You set up candlesticks on it. You see what I'm saying? And the Lord saying He gonna remove your ass out of your place, man. You see what I'm saying? He will remove thy candlestick, meaning your spirit. Go ahead. Your understanding. Go ahead.
Except thou repent.
Except you turn around from what you're doing and get right, man. All right, go ahead.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 12.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles.
See, with men that that have discernment, men that's doing the work, men that, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. Come on. Come on.
Con. It says, and punish the men that
And punish the men. See? And punish the men. To punish other men. Men that ain't attaining to what they supposed to be attaining to. Men bullshitting in the truth. Heathens. Etc. man. Go ahead. But primarily we talking about Jake right here. This is talking about Jake, period. Go ahead.
and punish the men that are settled on their leave.
He said, and punished. You see, so the Lord's not being, and they're settled. Lord's not dealing with people settled upon their leaves, man. Why? Because it's the end of all things, man. And you're supposed to be preparing now to meet, you're supposed to be preparing now to meet your Creator, man. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be laboring now to be accepted of Yahweh Shai when He comes, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be doing. So if you supposed to be in this truth and you ain't doing that, your ass gonna get discerned through, man. Lord gonna put this candlestick to your ass, man. He gonna put that spotlight on your ass, man. Like you in the temple, I'm gonna come with the candle and put it to your face, because you know we wouldn't use the lights and all that switches. Gonna put the light on your face, it's glowing. You see what I'm saying? You don't hear bullshit, you get put out. Alright? That was the point. Go ahead. You finish the verse? Go ahead and finish.
It says that say in the heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will He do evil.
Yeah, so brothers sitting around thinking the Lord, he can't pull up on your ass one day, man. And just turn your whole routine around, everything you got going. You see what I'm saying? Like He just can't do anything to your ass at any moment. You see what I'm saying? So first and foremost, the Lord's gonna have that be said to you. And then eventually, He does what He sees fit. You know? Jake think it's a fucking game. Alright? Let's go back to the Jeremiah 48:11. Moab settled upon their leaves. So the Lord ain't fucking with that. So He tell us, He said, shall I bring evil upon the city? Give me that. City called by my name. You gotta put city. Just put utterly unpunished. That's it. That's it. Go ahead, bring that up.
This is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 29.
Go ahead.
For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city, which is called by my name.
The Lord said, look. He said, think about this. Come on.
And should ye be utterly unpunished,
You see?
ye shall not be unpunished.
See, you heathens see, Moab got a whole other thing coming. Here it is, Jake catching all type of hell, and Moab won't settle on his leaves. The Lord told him he finna get Jake, because Jake settled on his leaves. You see what I'm saying? You got it, brother.
Con.
No, Talk about
Jeremiah 48 and 11.
yeah, come.
Jeremiah 48 verse 11. Moab hath been at ease from his youth, and he has settled on his leaves, and hath not been emptied from vessel to vessel. Neither hath he gone into captivity. Therefore his taste remained in him.
You see? That's it, man. Read that one time. You said not. Go ahead.
From the top.
Yeah, on 11, yeah, come.
Jeremiah 48 verse 11. Moab hath been at ease from his youth, and hath settled on his leaves, and hath not been emptied from vessel to vessel. Neither hath he gone into captivity. Therefore his taste remained in him, and his scent is not changed.
You see? So he got me. So Moab got to be brought now. So that's what you see happening, man. That's what you see happening in the Lord have a Moab. Look, there go another Moabite. Looks like, probably not though, but Moabite rolled past, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. You got it. Jump to 14 if you finished 11.
Jeremiah 48 verse 14. How say ye, we are mighty and strong men for the war.
You jump to Matthew 24. You see? That's it. Keep going.
Moab is spoiled and gone up out of her cities.
See? Moab is spoiled and gone up. Yeah, Moab think they so-called American, man. They're going up out of their cities. They're not even dwelling where they're supposed to be dwelling anymore. You see what I'm saying? They're far removed from the actual land they originated from. And also, they're not even in where they moved to. They're in America now. Come on. Go figure. Come on.
And his chosen young men are gone down to the slaughter, says the king.
Yeah, and his chosen young men are going down to the slaughter. Yeah, you got these damn, a lot of times, you got these dang young Moabite doctors, you see what I'm saying, coming here and, it's crazy. You got these young Moabite doctors coming here, these young dudes that got the BMWs and stuff like that, they like the chosen young princes of Moab. You see what I'm saying? That's why when you see a young so-called Chinese man and he, got the nice whip, he got the swag, he do some shit back home. You see what I'm saying? Back in China. You see? Read that verse one more time, brother.
Jeremiah 48, verse 15. Moab is spoiled and gone up out of her cities, and his chosen young men are gone down to the slaughter.
See? And that works. Thus they're here. They're going down to the slaughter. They're here. They're going here. Because what's the slaughter, man? You see what I'm saying? The slaughter is here. Give me that real quick. Zechariah 11 and 5. See? So everybody got, the Lord says, I begin to bring evil upon the city that is called by my name. You see what I'm saying? Jump started, 4.
Time. This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 4.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, my power.
Come on.
Feed the flock of the slaughter.
Who's the flock of the slaughter? The Israelites, so-called Black, Latinos, and Native American Indians. See, the slaughter. Come on.
Whose possessors slay them.
Come on.
And hold themselves not guilty.
Where does it happen at? America. Nigga, Jake get choked out and cops get acquitted like it was nothing. Jake get their house ran into, cops get acquitted like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Woman on the damn, she at home naked, and here come Esau running in and told him he got a warrant. You see what I'm saying? What they do, they acquit him. They ain't doing nothing. Jacob Blake, he just got hit. The cops that shot him several times got acquitted. The cops that killed Eric Gardner, he got acquitted. Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman's victim, he got acquitted. George Zimmerman, that is. And where did all that happen at? America. The damn cops that killed Freddie Gray, paralyzed him, he died the next day or some shit like that. He got acquitted. The cops that killed I forget her name on top of my head now. They killed her. They all got acquitted. They ran in. Nah. They ran in the house. They shot her. They ran in the house, shot her and her little boy. The little boy was 5. Her name is no, this happened some years back. Has little light-skinned chick with some green eyes. He killed her ass, man, and the cops got acquitted. And where does that happen at, man? That happened in America, man. You can just keep going. You can keep going, man. It's not gonna stop. You know, the list is not gonna stop. So that's said to be what? A slaughter. And that slaughter is happening where? In America. You see that? So it said Moab's kids going down to the flock, to the you know what I'm saying, to the slaughter. Meaning America. You see what I'm saying? Go figure. Come on. That's it. You know, back to that. It's a little bit more on the Jeremiah. We're gonna drop that. Jeremiah 48. You got it? No, you good? Jeremiah 48, where you left off at.
Jeremiah 48.
Yeah.
Verse 15. Moab is spoiled and gone up out of her cities,
See?
and his
Yep.
chosen young men are gone down to the slaughter.
Yeah. And this is going back to the actual place of Moab. There's, you know, how they not in Moab no more. You know, Moab is not in Moab no more. They was put out. They was sent. This is how we know that Moab is in China. Moab was sent to the east. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Come on.
Saith the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts, Yahweh.
Keep going.
Did you guys spare a dollar? We're just trying to get on the bus.
I ain't know about it. You believe in God? Yeah? You gotta ask people these days. You believe in his son?
Pardon?
You believe in his son?
The what?
His son.
The son.
Son?
Yeah, the son of God. You believe in the son of God?
Of course.
What's his name?
Jesus.
No, that's not his real name, right?
What would Jesus do?
His name is Hawashah. You know he is so-called, is he so-called black man, according to the Bible?
No.
You think so? We'll give you a dollar. You gotta read that out real quick. Tell me what this sounds like. And we're gonna give you a dollar. We'll give you something to get on the bus. If you answer it correctly.
Hearing.
Revelation 1 and start at 10.
I got you. This is Revelations chapter 1 and verse 10.
Give me 1 John 4.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, and what thou seest, write in a book.
So the Alpha and Omega. That's talking about so-called Jesus, right?
Beginning and end.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. Okay, you know, that's good. Keep going.
It says, send it unto the 7 churches.
Now jump to the point. 12.
This is Revelation chapter 1 and 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of
So
the
he
7,
went to look at the voice that was saying this to him. Go ahead.
and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
So when he looked to see the voice that was speaking unto him, he seen 7 golden candlesticks, a menorah. Go ahead.
one like unto the Son of Man,
And one in the middle, the one in the middle looked like the son of Man. Talking about so-called Jesus, right? Go ahead.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
He wore a long garment down to his foot. Go ahead.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a golden girdle on. Go ahead.
His head and his hairs
So his head and his hairs, right? The hair of his head, right?
were white like wool,
White like what?
like wool.
Who has woolly hair? What does wool look like?
What?
Who has woolly hair?
Woolly hair?
Yeah,
That's people.
there you go. Read that one.
To me.
Yeah, there you go.
His-
He has woolly hair, he has woolly hair, I have woolly hair. And if his hair was longer, he'd have woolly hair. Go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
See, he had white woolly hair. Go ahead.
as white as snow.
Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes like the flame of fire. Go ahead.
And his feet
Because that's the vengeance that Jesus Christ is coming with, so-called Jesus Christ, for the evil that's going on down here. Come on.
and his feet like unto fine brass,
And brass is what color? It's like a golder, browner type of color, but it gets specific. Go ahead.
and his feet like unto fine brass,
Come on.
as if they burned in a furnace.
So if you put anything in a furnace, what color is it gonna turn?
Red.
What'd she say?
He said red.
Okay, so if I put, if I leave my hot dog in fire too long, what color is it gonna turn?
Black.
It's gonna turn what?
Black.
Black, right? There you go.
I gotta go, guys.
You want your dollar?
$15.
What do y'all got, a dollar?
My keyboard, I'm sorry. It's
So-
interrupting. I wish it wasn't so cold.
No, that's all right. You want your dollar to get on the bus?
Yeah.
Hold on. So what is the Bible depicting the Christ to be?
Huh?
What is the Bible depicting Christ to look like? What is it? Who would you say? What people were earth?
Black. Vintage. This is from appreciate it.
Go ahead and bring that up. First time.
I'm back in the summertime.
Oh yeah. If you still here, yeah.
Thank you.
First time 4-1.
This is 1 John chapter 4 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Beloved, believe not every spirit.
Yeah, so we don't believe every damn spirit. Now if she would have went on to be a devil, she wasn't getting that dollar. It's just that simple, man. You know? Why? Because we talking about these people falling out of power right now any goddamn way. You see what I'm saying? Give me Sirach 12. Lord said, don't help the sinner, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
God. It says, but try the spirits,
Yup.
whether they are of the Most High.
Yeah. And how do you know if somebody of the Most High? Give me 1 John 3.
Which one?
Jump down. Keep going. Jump to verse 4. Slaki, chapter 4. 4th chapter. You got that? It's all right, 12. Yeah, go ahead and bring that out. 2. Lit.
Sirach chapter 12, verse 2. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense. And if not from him, yet from the Most High. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Give to the godly man, and help not a sinner.
All right, read that verse 2 again, brother.
God. Sirach chapter 12, verse 2. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense.
You see? You in 2?
God.
Go ahead one more time. Jump to 1.
Sirach chapter 12, verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it. So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense.
You do good to the godly man. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
And if not him, yet from the Most High. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil.
Now give me 4.
God. Sirach chapter 12 and 4.
Yep.
Give to the godly man, and help not the sinner.
You see? You don't help the sinner, man. Give me 1 John 3 and 8. 3 and 8 real quick. Nah, that ain't it. Give me jump down some. Oh, 2. Chapter 2. Keep going. I can. One more time on that, bro. That verse you just read. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner. Keep on coming.
Yeah, and then right here, this is oh, that's what it is. This is, oh, it's like 3 and 18. First John 3 and 18. First John 3 and 18. Read that verse one more time.
This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 4. Give to the godly man and help not a sinner.
Now, sinning, come on.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue,
Yep.
but in deed and in truth.
See, you're supposed to do what the Lord says, man. You see what I'm saying? In deed and in truth. One more time.
Con. 1 John chapter 3, verse 18 says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue.
Now, asking her the question, like, yo, do you believe it? You know what I'm saying? So and so. She like, yeah, but you prove it. All right, let's see, because you appear to be a devil, but we're gonna put you to the test to see if I should be dealing with you or not. You see what I'm saying? How? Read that one more time.
Con. 1 John 3 and 18.
Listen carefully. Come on.
My little children.
Yeah. So thus, in this truth. Come on.
Con. Let us not love in word, neither in tongue.
And what is love? Love is when you keep the commandments. You do what the Lord says, man. Come on.
But in
That's why I say help not the sinner. So you don't help somebody that don't do that. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
but indeed
But indeed, come on.
and in truth.
And in truth, because that's what the Lord requires. Now, the Lord, that's a commandment. You see that? That's a commandment right there. Let us not love in word, but in deed and in truth. You see what I'm saying? So you're commanded to love in deed, do what the Lord says, in actions, and in truth. In truth, meaning according to what the scripture says. The scripture says. You see what I'm saying? So that's why she got put to the test. Okay, what this man look like? Because you see, she went off eventually. I mean, initially talking about some red. But okay, maybe you don't get it. Maybe let me rephrase it to you just for a second. And she said black. You see what I'm saying? But she wouldn't have been able to say that if the Lord didn't want her to get that dollar. Because she wouldn't have got that dollar. I'm telling you, she wouldn't have got that dollar if she would have said he was so-called white man. Because she initially said that he was. But when we brought the scripture out, it switched. So she's able to be helped. Why? Because she didn't sin. Why? Because the last thing she asked before she was getting ready to walk off was what? Who was the Bible saying that the Lord is depicted to look like? And what did she say? A black person. You see that? Now was that? Was she sinning right there? No. Would that be helping it? So she got a dollar. Would that been helping the sinner? No. Because she's loving. She's doing what the Lord says. Indeed, in that moment, indeed, and in truth. Truth is what the scriptures say, man. That's what the Lord desires. Give me Psalms 51 real quick. 51 and 11. Matter of fact, 51 and 6. Psalms 51 and 6. Go ahead.
Con. Psalm chapter 51 and verse 6.
Yep.
Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts.
See, the Lord desires truth from the inward parts. What do you really think? You see what I'm saying? Let's put you to the test. Let's put the scriptures according to you. Give me Isaiah 8:20. Go ahead.
Con says, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom.
You see, in the hidden part, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 8, verse 20.
Come on.
To the law and to the testimony,
Yep.
if they speak not according to this word,
See?
it is because there is no light in them.
Give me Ephesians 5. And jump to 11. Ephesians 5 and 11. You see? That's because, so they don't speak, a person don't speak according to the words because they ain't got no light in them. So if they ain't got no light in them, what would that make it? Darkness.
I got it.
Let me see. Jump to, yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship
See?
with the unfruitful works of darkness.
You see? Fuck her. You see that? If she would have said, he's a white man, I don't know what you're talking about. You still give her $1 because she's talking about this code? Man, hell no. You see what I'm saying? She in darkness.
God.
Come on.
But rather reprove them.
Give me Amos 3 and 3 one time. You see, reprove them. She got reproved. This is what we supposed to be doing. Jump to the previous verse. I got it. Mahar, the previous one, real quick. Previous verse. The previous verse, right above it.
Oh, okay, Ephesians chapter 5 and 10. It says, proving
Yep.
what is acceptable
Yep.
unto the Lord.
That's what we doing. That's what I'm doing right now. We proving what's acceptable to the Lord. That's how you do it. You don't just give anybody any goddamn thing, man. Because you might be helping a sinner. Is that a commandment? Help not the sinner? You see that? So if you helping sinners, you see what I'm saying? Come on, man, you finished. Go ahead.
Con. Amos chapter 3, verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
See, you can't get this $1 unless we agree. Are we agreed on the truth, on what the scriptures say? It ain't no private interpretation. I asked you a simple hypothetical question. If I put a hot dog in the fire too long, what color is it turning? Because she got technical. She said you put anything in the fire, it's gonna turn red. All right, let's stay away from that dude. So now he'll eat Edomite, according to you. You know what I'm saying? All right, you put a hot dog in there then. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I would say when you put when you put metal, a certain type of metal inside fire, it'll turn red. But if you put it outwards to where you burning it, because burning it versus trying to put it inside the fire, it's really different. When you put it, because you look at a flame is red and then turn to like what's it called, like blue to white. That's because of the air. If it's closer to the flame, then it'll start turning red because that's what all the heat is. It'll turn red to blue. It's a lot. And then if you got it towards the outward part of it, that's like burning it. Burning it, it'll turn black. Brown to black.
Yeah, man. Okay, either damn way, however you want it. What happens if I put a hot dog in the fire too long? You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't an instrument. He's not a saxophone. You know what I'm saying? He's flesh. A hot dog flesh.
Right.
You put that flesh in fire, what color is turning, man? This shit turning red? Oh no, man. Turning black. Alright? So yeah, man. You got? Yeah, that's it. So you don't have no unfruitful works with darkness, man. You don't have no fellowship with these people in the dark, man. You know, you reprove their ass, man. You know? So she got $1. All you want to ask for is a goddamn $1. Give me Sirach 7 real quick.
Grab it. Sirach what?
Sirach chapter 7. Number 6. scripture that says a gift is better. Nope. No. Yeah, that's it. I thought you put the other one. Fine. That's it.
16. This is Ecclesiasticus 18, verse 16. Shall not the dew,
It's 16 and 17. Yeah. 17. Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 18, verse 17. Lo, is not a word better than a gift, but both are with a gracious man.
See, it's not a gift. One more time on that.
Ecclesiasticus 18, verse 17. Lo, is not a word better than a gift,
A what?
a word
See? Better than the what?
better than a gift.
You see? Trying to give you this word versus that dollar. You see what I'm saying? First thing you're gonna come up and ask about is a damn dollar, man. This is the best thing you can give somebody. You see what I'm saying? Now she knows who the hell who it is she's looking at if she's still on earth at that time when he comes back. You see what I'm saying? And he is so-called black man. Now she knows. You see what I'm saying? Now she knows that the so-called white man you see in the so-called Jesus Christ, one his name's not Jesus, you know, and he's not a so-called white man, which is referring to the Messiah. You now know, according to the Bible, he actually looked like a so-called black person. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna take you much further than that damn dollar. Give me 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7. Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 7. It says, so that ye were examples to all that believe.
You see? Where you at? 2 Thessalonians? Second Thessalonians. Okay. 8.
Come on. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 8. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High. And that
There you go. You see?
Come on.
She don't know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. You see, and take advantage, and taking flaming vengeance on them that know not Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. You see what I'm saying? That's it, man.
Come on.
You don't know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. You know? You're supposed to know that he is so-called black man. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to know that, man. You know? Lord's not dealing with that, man. You up here talking about he gonna turn red, he is so-called white, me want $1. You see what I'm saying? Give me Proverbs 11 and 4 real quick. You know?
Come on.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath.
There it is, man. So that dollar can't save her ass, man. But her, what can help her? Her knowing, you see what I'm saying? That's it, man.
Come on.
That's why I say a word is better than a gift. Them gifts ain't gonna be around. Motherfuckers handing out gifts. Gifts destroying the heart, man. Gifts is the reason why people don't know that the Messiah coming back. And he is so-called black man. Give me Isaiah 52 and 15 real quick. 52 and 15. Yep.
Isaiah chapter 52,
You
verse
actually start at 14.
Verse 14. As many were astonished at thee, his visage.
Start at 13, actually.
Isaiah chapter 52, verse 13. Behold, my servant shall deal prudently.
Yep, his servant shall deal prudently, man. Come on.
He shall be exalted and extolled, and be very high. As many were astonished at thee, his visions was so marred.
Yeah, see? And that's by the Spirit. Because look, people still marring the Lord's visage. What he look like, man. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
More than any man.
See, more than any, look, they got Chinese Jesus. You see what they got? And his name not even Jesus.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Whose visage? His visage is more marred than our visage. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, because really, we're the Israelites, but they depict the Israelites as so-called white people. And that's us. So even though we here, ain't nobody saying you look like a so-called white person. Who you really are, they saying don't look like, it's not you. Exactly. They saying it looks like something else. That shit is crazy. Right?
And his form more than the sons of men.
And his form more than the sons of men. You see? Come on.
It says, so shall he sprinkle many nations.
You see?
The kings shall shut their mouths at him for that which he had.
That's the Spirit. Go back to the kings.
The kings.
Come on.
The kings shall shut their mouths at him. For that which had not been told them shall they see.
See?
And that which they had not heard shall they consider.
Yeah, nobody telling you he was so-called average. He's a so-called black man. They telling you his color don't matter. Jesus can be blue, red, pink, gray. He can be a grape. He can be an orange. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, man. We're all saved. We're all saved. That's what these people think. So you're gonna shut your mouth when you see a so-called black man in the sky. You know, like what the? You know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna be little. You know? He gonna be some little Eminem in this guy. You know? Howard Shot tall as hell, man. And you don't know how high up he gonna be when he touched down.
Check right at 1 and 7.
Yeah, you got it.
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
Yeah. So what's gonna profit her in that day? Her knowing, okay, I'm respecting a black man. You see what I'm saying? So-called black man versus that dollar. Which one's gonna profit her more? She probably ain't gonna have a dollar in that day. Exactly. Again, if she gonna have that knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
She ain't gonna have a dollar.
Oh yeah, she gonna have a goddamn.
She gonna have a chip.
Goddamn chip.
She gonna have a chip.
She gonna have that chip, man. You know? Right. You got it.
But go on this. No, God, so, you know, Yahweh Shai, he coming in them clouds, that chariot. And it's saying all the eyes, you know, even that, even those who pierced him, which was, the so-called white man, the Romans at the time, you know, they nailed him to that cross. But ultimately it's going on to, all these nations who are, who have marred his image. Everybody go see him that day, and he gonna be a black man, he coming up the sky.
Really a so-called black man.
A so-called black man, select.
That's what they gonna see, She gonna see what the kings ain't been considering, but they are considering it. They considering it. They not considering it, but they hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it say blessed, they don't understand it. Let's put it like that. Because really, when you go into the word here, it ain't always just with your ears sometimes. They understand it. So that which they had not heard, you see, or understood. Like, yo, so-called black man really getting ready to come back, man. You see what I'm saying? Believe it or not. So yeah, man. Let's go ahead and give me 1 Peter 1. 1 Peter 1. Start at 1. Actually start at 2.
Time. This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 2. Elect according to the foreknowledge of the Most High, the Father.
So that's what we out here for, man. We out here for the elect. And the elect are those that's according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem. Come on.
Through sanctification of the Spirit.
These are spirits that the Lord sanctified from the beginning, man. That will fear the Lord from the beginning. Give me Sirach 2, Sirach 1, and jump to 12, I believe.
This is Sirach 1.
Let me see that real quick.
Ezra 1 verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom,
Well,
and it was created with the faithful in the womb.
see, the faithful is another word for the elect, man. The faithful is another word for the elect, the hopeful elect. To be faithful is to be the elect, man. The only ones that's gonna have faith, because we can prove that. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 verse 1.
I mean, second Ezra. I said Wisdom of Solomon. Give me second Ezra 5 and 1.
This is second Esdras 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
So if the land gonna be barren of faith, you see what I'm saying? Who will be how people be found to be faithful? That's the elect, man. You see, the only people that's gonna be able to have faith still when the land is barren of faith are the elect. You see what I'm saying? So you go ahead and bring that back out.
Con, 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 2. Elect according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Actually, we started one.
Con, this is 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 1. Peter, an apostle
Yep.
of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach,
Yep.
to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus,
Yep.
Galatia,
So that's, you got strangers scattered, throughout, man. Meaning these are people that's without the commonwealth. These are Israelites that are without the commonwealth of Israel.
Con, scattered.
It's like they ain't strangers, danger stranger. Where you been? When you know somebody but they've been acting like a stranger, you see what I'm saying? That's the equivalent to the use of strangers in this instance right here. These are Israelites, but they haven't been around. You see what I'm saying? They've been scattered. You see, they've been put off, man. You see that?
Go ahead. It says the strangers scattered throughout Pontus,
Come on.
Galatia,
Come on.
Cappadocia,
Yep.
Asia,
Yep.
and Bithynia.
Come on.
It says elect
Yep.
according to the foreknowledge.
So you scattered. So you got people, you got Israelites scattered throughout throughout the earth, man. And that's what we out here for. And they're elect according to the foreknowledge. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Through the foreknowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai,
Come on.
the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit.
Meaning these are spirits that the Lord set apart from the beginning. How? By He creating them to be faithful, them to be obedient to Him in the womb. It's His program in them. Now it was put away for a while because they fell away. They were raised in ways. It's like Hercules. You see what I'm saying? Hercules was raised, basically his godtality, if you will, was pretty much dimmed through all the redesigning of him, man. Like pretty much he was brought up in a different way. Goku, you see it in the story of Goku, you see it in the story of Tarzan. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. But these men and women were always set up to fear the Lord from the beginning. It was just hid from them because pretty much they're a bunch of Gokus and Tarzans and Hercules. They grew up with a name, Americanized name. You see what I'm saying? They grew up celebrating fucking Christmas or thinking they was Muslim. You see what I'm saying? Or Mormon or some shit like that.
Like Simba, Kuna Matata, thinking he a wildebeest.
Well, he knew who he was,
No, kind.
Goku was a baby. You know what I'm saying? Hercules was a baby. That's why I said it from the womb. You know what I'm saying? From the womb, this is who you are. Like you were born a god, but you was raised and cultivated in a complete different way. The opposite of you. But that time will come where you will be educated, and when you educate, you go into the word educate. It means I forget how to pronounce it, caterate or some shit like that, and it means to draw out. When you educate somebody, you're drawing out something that's there. You see what I'm saying? And that's what? The fear of the Lord and the elect, man. The remembrance. You see what I'm saying? Real quick, give me 1 Peter, give me 1 Peter 3 and 16. Second Peter. Second Peter 3 and 16. Oh, Slocking, 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 3 and 16. Slocking. That's what you do. Down. Alright, now jump up to jump up. 14, start at 14, come on.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of,
Come on.
knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
Yep. See, now, if these people were writing this then, but they always knew that they would die at some point, but they knew they would come back. You see what I'm saying? They would have to come back. You see, read that one time.
God. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14. But continue thou in the thing which thou hast learned.
How can you do that if you're going to die at some point? You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to come back into it.
God.
Watch this. Go ahead. Give me the scripture, pure remembrance. Go ahead.
Thou hast learned and hast been assured of,
Yep.
knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
And who is he talking about? He's talking about Yahushua. Now, even if you was a disciple that walked with Yahushua, right? How would you continue in those things and hold it so significant because of whom you learned it? That's why he's writing that. He's like, yo, we walked with Yahushua. Yahushua passed us down. We actually seen him. We know he existed. But you're going to die one day. Why? Because this will always be in the elect's spirit. This knowledge is always in them. Period. They're going to come back to it. The scriptures don't go nowhere, man. Go ahead and give me 1 Peter 1 and 25.
It says, in that from a child
3 and 1.
thou hast known the holy scriptures.
See? Give me this real quick.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. This second epistle,
Yep.
beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds.
See? Beloved, I now write unto you by which I stir up I stir up your pure minds. Come on.
By way of remembrance.
You see, and pure minds. How are you pure? Give me First Peter. Let me first get you talking about the one I just called?
Yeah, 20. I think you said 125.
Yeah, that's it. Give me we're gonna read this one more time. Give me hold what you got. Give me Hebrews 10 and 22. You going? You see?
Hebrews,
Give me huh?
that's after Hebrews, let us draw near, through heart full of concerns.
Give me
Let us hold back in possession.
give me James 1 and 22. James 1 and 22.
Who was the word?
Huh? No, that ain't it. So I got it right here. Give me First Peter 1 and 22, so I can bring that back up.
2 Peter chapter 1, 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1.
You bring it out. Let him get that. Go ahead.
This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you,
1 Peter 1 and 25.
in both which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance.
See, now how the hell would that be possible? He gonna stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. You see that? But the whole key right here is he said the word pure. Bring that up.
1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22.
Pure minds. He said, I store up your pure minds. Not regular minds, but your pure minds. What is your pure mind? You got your mind and you got your pure mind. It's like when you be like, man, I was in my right mind. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bring it out.
It says, seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren.
Keep going.
See that ye love one another with...
Read that one more time. Okay, bring it out one more time. We can use that one.
1 Peter chapter...
It's another one, but it's cool.
1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22. Seeing that ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren.
Now, how can you obey the truth through the Spirit? Bring that Ecclesiastes 1 and what was it, 14 out again? One more time, so like first, Ecclesiastes 1 and 14. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 14.
Yep.
To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Now listen, come on.
And it was created with the faithful in the womb.
See? So you don't just come out fearing the Lord. You was already fearing the Lord. It was in you. The fear of the Lord is created with the faithful in the womb, man. The fear of the Lord. These through the Spirit. Read that one more time. First Peter 1 and 22.
1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls.
And the faithful is the elect. What makes the elect faithful? I mean, what makes the elect of the Israelites the elect? Because they're going to be the ones that's going to keep the faith until the end. They're going to be ones that the Lord is going to find faithful when He comes. Like the scripture says, when the Lord comes, shall He find faith, man. Nah, He ain't gonna find it besides in the elect, man. Why? Because they were programmed from the beginning. They were sanctified from the beginning to automatically be faithful. Period. It would just have to be brought out of them. Why? Because at one point they were discontinued because of the lineage they from. The faithful was among the Israelites. The Israelites are said to discontinue from their heritage, man. But the only ones that will be able to pick it back up will be the ones that were sanctified from the beginning before they were even in the womb to do such. So it's like the story of Hercules. It's like the story of Tarzan, the story of Goku, man. You see what I'm saying? Goku grew up on Earth as an Earthling, but he was always a Saiyan. And they tried to basically, he grew up in Earth-like manners and customs. But eventually, he was educated on who he was, meaning that Saiyan, pretty much that Saiyan blood was brought out of him, man, to where he went on and unlocked who he truly was. He went on and became Super Saiyan. You see what I'm saying? He would have times talking to Vegeta. Vegeta would be telling him to remember who he was. They would be calling him his actual true name.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because they call him Goku. That was his earthly name. His real name was Kakarot. See what I'm saying? So one more time on that, bro.
First Peter.
Go back where you was at.
1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto...
See that?
Through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren.
Give me Romans real quick. Romans 8. Matter of fact, Romans what's that? Charge elect. Just put charge elect. Who shall lay anything charge anything to the Lord's elect? It should be like 8 to 24 or something like that, 26. Romans like 8.
Romans 8:33.
33, let me see. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 33. Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect?
You see, because they faultless, man. It didn't matter what they did. Why? Because they was automatically fearing the Lord through the Spirit. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. You see, he's watching the elect grow up on earth. You see what I'm saying? The whole time they the faithful. They faithful the whole time. Even when they in Christmas and in the mosque and selling drugs, stealing this shit, they were faithful to the Spirit. They just didn't know it. You see what I'm saying? And then when somebody told them who they was, they just automatically with it and able to do it. You see what I'm saying? And then everybody else around them was looking at them like they're crazy now. Because this mother found his tail. It's like Brandon Pryor when he found that shit. How? Because he was his memory was stirred up, his remembrance by that shit. You see? Bring that back out one more time. That let me see that real quick. Yeah, let's start here. Start at 26. Start at 24. Listen to this. It's heavy right here.
Romans
This some heavy shit right here, man. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen.
Now, what's another word for hope? Faith. Come on.
But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man sees, why doth he yet hope for?
Keep going.
But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it.
Come on.
Likewise, the Spirit also.
Listen. Likewise, the what?
Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities.
See that? That's what it said right here in that 1 Peter 1 and 22. The one about the what did it say? Bring that out real quick. Go ahead, see it?
God, 1 Peter chapter 1 and 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit.
Through the what?
Through the Spirit.
See that?
Unto unfeigned love.
You can obey the truth through the Spirit.
Con.
Bring that back out, Salaki.
Come on. Romans chapter 8 and verse 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities. For we know.
See, the Spirit, once again. You got you, then you got the Spirit. You see what I'm saying? You got the flesh, and then you got who you truly are. You see that? Come on.
Come on. It says, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought.
Come on.
But the Spirit itself maketh intercession.
So the Spirit is something the Lord is something else outside of who you think you is. The Spirit is who you truly are. That's what the Lord is dealing with. So yeah, your flesh was in Christmas. You see what I'm saying? Your etc. was in this and in that. It was stealing. But your spirit the whole time wasn't. It was faithful. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
It says, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered.
Come on. Exact the point. Come
on.
on.
And he that searcheth the hearts.
See? Come on. Watch this.
And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit.
See, and he that searches the heart knowing what is the mind of the Spirit. You see? He know where your attention truly at. You may be doing this, but your spirit ain't in it. You see what I'm saying? You doing it because that's all you know. If you grew up sticking people up because that's all you was taught, the whole time you was under these Lord's elect, of course you're going to do that. Yeah, physically he's seeing that action, but he like, this is my elect. He ain't really with it. He just, this all he knows. I haven't showed him he's of the elect yet. You see what I'm saying? I haven't showed him who he is. I haven't educated him yet. Because when he gets educated, he's not going to do that shit no more. His actions going to line up. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is not to say your actions don't got to match. I'm saying this is before You came into the truth. This ain't got nothing to do with being in the truth now. Because now it's different. Your actions supposed to line up. If your actions not lining up, you just a wicked nigga. You see what I'm saying? You just having to get exposed to the truth. Come on.
Fine. It says, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of the Most High.
See? For he making intercession for the saints according to the will of the Most High. Read that one more time.
Fine. Romans chapter 8, verse 27. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession.
It ain't say the flesh. It said the mind of the Spirit.
Fine.
See that?
Fine.
Come on.
Because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of the Most High.
Come on.
And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High.
Now watch this. Come on.
To them who are the called
See?
according to his purpose.
See? Come on. Meaning that we're going into the elect right now. The faithful. Come on.
For whom he did foreknow.
There it is. See that? Go back to that. 2 Timothy 3. 3 and 6. Where you left off at? 3 and
16.
Jump up.
14.
Who read that? Somebody had to. I think what you had before this. I think you read it.
The 3 and 1. 2 Peter 3 and 1.
The foreknowledge. Who read the foreknowledge scripture?
No, that was in the devotion.
You're not in there. Let me see. 14.
That was
Is that the Sirach?
no, it's Peter.
1 and 14?
It was
No.
it was Warrior.
Hold on. Let me see. No, it ain't in First Peter.
It was 2 Peter. 1 and 6 maybe.
That's what it is. 2 Peter 1. And jump up. Hold on. No, that's too much. That's going like to the top. No, it's First Peter. 1 Peter 1. Yeah. And 2. Con. Read that one more time.
Con.
This is First
Oh,
Peter.
come on, this brother.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 29. It says, for whom he did foreknow. He did, so like he also did predestinate to be conformed.
So whom he did foreknow. You see? Come on.
He also did predestinate
Yep.
to be conformed to the image of his son.
Go ahead.
1 Peter 1 and 2. Elect according to the foreknowledge of the Father.
Start at 1.
1 Peter 1, chapter 1.
Come on.
Chapter 1, verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Yahushua Mashiach,
We're just going to touch on this a little bit. This is like a sit-down lesson real quick. Go ahead.
to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus,
Yep.
Galatia,
Yep.
Cappadocia,
Come
Asia,
on.
and Bithynia.
Come on.
Elect according to the foreknowledge.
These are strangers. These are ones that was like, if you ever seen Goku, Goku was sent from planet Vegeta off on a mission only to never return back to planet Vegeta because it was destroyed by Frieza. You see what I'm saying? So he became a stranger to what? The commonwealth of being a Saiyan. You see what I'm saying? That's like us. We were sent off away from, the Most High, our heritage. We just discontinued from our heritage. You see what I'm saying? To the point we became strangers. We became stranger danger. Dang, long time no see, stranger. Like the person know you, but they calling you a stranger because you ain't been around. You ain't been dealing with what you usually would deal with. You see what I'm saying? So you a stranger. Come on.
It says elect according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
So these are the strangers, the ones he's concerned with. The ones that was sent off and then, wasn't dealing with what they usually would. Thus showing you that all Israelites discontinue from their heritage. Just the elect will be the ones before America is destroyed and the kingdom is instituted to be acting like Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Because how else? If everybody else discontinued, why the hell everybody else ain't waking back up? There's something very powerful about that. Why the hell you only know who you are and nobody else? It's like X-Men. It's like the X-Men, it's like the Matrix. Like they all knew they were woke, and then they went to find the last guy. You see what I'm saying? X-Men, they all knew that they had special powers, and then they went to find Wolverine. You see what I'm saying? Now it's a little more technical with his situation because he was actually dealing with his power. He didn't know it had some use. You see what I'm saying? Then he went to the school and they had all the, you know what I'm saying?
Superman too.
Con. Yeah, exactly. Same story with Clark Kent. Come on.
It says through sanctification of the spirit
Uh-huh.
unto obedience.
That's where they get that shit from. They get it from this. They don't, how it got all those same themes and all these different shows, but it's found in the Bible. Come on, man. It's this guy who was, you know, he was from this great race, and he just forgot who he was, and he's, you know, he wakes up and he's just Brendan Breyer. They just redid it with Brendan Breyer. They keep doing it.
All this guys.
They talking about us, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about that shit. Is not. They're not that clever, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Unto obedience
They're talking about the Israelite story, man.
and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach.
See?
Grace unto you.
One more time. Verse 2.
2. Kind.
Uh-huh.
1 Peter chapter 1 verse 2.
Yeah.
Elect
Yep.
according to the foreknowledge
What makes you elect? According to the foreknowledge. That same foreknowledge. You see that? Come on.
of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Meaning he knew these people from the beginning. These elect Israelites. He programmed into their spirit to be found faithful. To have faith. Of course they wouldn't know about faith until they were taught about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they will be doing what everybody else is doing, but they're nothing like anybody else. Yeah, it was a lot of UFC fighters, but Wolverine was the only one that was made out of iron. You know what I'm saying? Knocking niggas out. He was different. Yeah, I was in Christmas. You weren't raised like that. Yeah, okay. That's because I ain't know. So there's a reason why now I don't deal with that shit and y'all still do. And then I'll tell you why I don't deal with it, but yet you keep dealing with it. But yet we the same people, supposedly. You see what I'm saying? It's a little deeper than that. Come on. It's a little deeper than that. Go ahead.
It says through sanctification of the spirit unto obedience.
But that's good, if you understand that. Go ahead.
Unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Right.
Grace unto you and peace be multiplied.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Romans.
Yeah.
Correct. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 29. It says,
She know one of y'all. She know one of y'all. That's right. That's right. Shalom. Yeah. All right, Shalom. Go ahead.
She heard us.
Did you like she was looking, you know, Jake got them lazy eyes.
She know how, maybe she know the look in. She know how we look.
She said we finna try to do this.
But she seen the sign.
I mean,
She doing her own.
Yeah.
She ain't see all that.
that was
She
certified.
said Shalom. So she know her own.
Uh-huh.
She know. See? She might be the elect. That's like some X-Men shit right there. See that? We are the real Jews. Yeah, we remember. Yeah, we remember. Yeah, we're remembering. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
this is Romans chapter 8, verse 29. It says, for whom he did foreknow,
See?
he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son.
Meaning he programmed in you. He programmed in you to at some point wake up and to become like the people, the man he will be dealing with, which is a representation of the people who he will be dealing with. You see what I'm saying? Because the elect is supposed to be acting like Yahushua, man or woman. You see what I'm saying? Doing what he do. You know, we ain't talking about a woman growing a beard. You know what I'm saying? We talking about her in the actions. You doing what it is you supposed to do. Meaning in your lot, whatever it may be. You see, because you got different genders and you got different lots. So you acting like your house child by doing what you're supposed to do. And that's what the Lord told you to do. That's automatically acting like your house child. You see that? So a woman, she on her stuff, she doing what she's supposed to do as an Israelite woman, she's acting like your house child. You see? Because she's doing what she's supposed to do. That's all Yahushua did. So that's what he said. By the foreknowledge, he did predestinate to be conformed. They would just become like. You see what I'm saying? Yahushua. See that? And that's the spirit. The Lord sent her out, man. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 8, verse 29, it says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
See? Because Yahushua, he's of the elect. You see what I'm saying? The head. He's the head. Come on.
Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called.
You see? Come on.
And whom he called, them he also justified.
See? They're already justified. Meaning what? Come on.
And whom he justified, them he also glorified.
You see? Come on.
What shall we then say to these things?
Come on.
If the Most High be for us,
Come on.
God, who can be against us?
So it don't matter what the hell these men would actually even go on and do. These men and women. If you are the elect, it don't matter what the fuck you did. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter what you did, man. It does not matter. Because you're seen as being faithful regardless of what you did. You just didn't know. Now if you go on, and that's why it's different. When you get in the truth and you know now, and you still not lining up with doing, you might be of the wicked. You see what I'm saying? To some degree, you're gonna have falls, but if you like still off, like you just not getting it, your ass, you probably, more than likely you're not of the elect, because the elect gonna act like the elect. Once Wolverine learned how to really use his, you see what I'm saying? He act like it. Meaning, key word, once learned. Once he learned, man. So once you learn and you talk, what's the excuse? Ain't none. Now we gonna see who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come to light. I think niggas come in and fall out. They could have been somebody, but the end result shows who they are. They weren't of the elect. See that? Come on.
Romans chapter 8, verse 31, it says,
it's just like me and the brother was talking about earlier before you cut the cameras on. You wait all the way till the end just for the Lord to show you who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you get rounded up to a concentration camp and they ask you, do you serve the Lord? It ain't gonna be in you to say. It's gonna be in who your spirit actually is, who he made you to be. You're gonna be like yay or nay. He gonna make you say who you truly are. Once it's brought out of you, who are you? Do you serve the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Motherfucker gonna be like, yeah. Motherfucker gonna be like, someone's gonna be like, no. And it ain't gonna be no control in it. Your spirit gonna automatically say who you are. And if you say no, not of the elect. See that? Finished. You weren't one of the ones he predestinated. You're an Israelite more than likely. You see what I'm saying? But you're not of the elect. Come on.
Romans chapter 8, verse 31.
You'll be coming back as a baby. Come on.
What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us?
That's right. Come on.
He that spared not his own son, but believed him, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things?
Where you at? 32. Go ahead. Give me, yep, that's the point. Come on.
Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect?
See, they can't be charged with nothing.
It is the Most High that justifieth.
See that? So that's it, man. Wow. Because, yeah, he put us all in this situation. But the whole time, yeah, y'all all celebrated Christmas, but his spirit was never truly in it. Her spirit was never truly in it. You see what I'm saying? Yours was. That's why he heard this so-called truth that y'all think is so-called, right? And he ain't dealing with it no more. And y'all the same people, right? But he told you, but yeah, you don't want to leave it alone. Why? Because your spirit is actually with that shit. You see what I'm saying? His spirit is not. Why? Because that's the fear of the Lord that was created with those in the womb. AKA the ones that were predestinated to conform. You see? Not to this world, but to the image of his son. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai hates this world, man. You see what I'm saying? He talked about the time that will come when pretty much the spirit will be sent. Let me get that real quick. What you got something?
I got Peter and
You gonna come?
Timothy.
All right, let's go ahead and finish. Hold St. John 14. Let me see that real quick.
See like that Jeremiah 25 too.
Come. St. John 14. Jump down. Come on. You just go jump to like the end. All right. Jump up to the top.
All right, to the top.
Yep. Keep going. All right. Jump down. Oh, okay. Slack you. Jump up a little bit. No. Up. Let me see. Okay, done. Yup. All right. That's good right here. Slow it down. A little bit. Woo! Okay, stop. Woo! Man. Okay, jump down. Keep going. Alright, and then give me that. So let me see that real quick. We're gonna jump up. 14, 16, 17, jump down. Keep going, come on. Come on. Alright. Keep going. Alright, jump to 16. The 16th chapter real quick. And then jump back where you was at. Jump down to the bottom. Alright, slow down. All right, jump back to where you was.
Drop this over.
Yeah, I think we got
Like
3 and 14.
Huh.
Go ahead. We're gonna get a couple more and close out. Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
See that? Meaning, these spirits they already knew this, man. They knew this before your house, you know what I'm saying? That's why when your house shot came to the disciples, they automatically just like they were programmed. They just went with them. It was already programmed in them. See that? Come on.
God, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures.
There it is, man. See that? There it is. And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures. Because it was with you in the womb, man. Knowing the fear of the Lord, man. Come on.
Which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith.
There it is, see?
Through
Faith.
faith, God. Through faith, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
All right, jump to St. John 14. You said what?
Get that Hebrews 11.
Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna do with that. You see, give me St. John 14 and 16. Come on.
St. John chapter 14, verse 16.
Come on.
And I will pray the Father,
Come on.
and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever.
Come on.
Even the Spirit of truth,
Now watch this.
whom the world cannot receive.
You see? How can you receive the spirit of truth? You can't receive it. It's something that was already. It was. You get your spirit where? You get your spirit when you get to earth? No. That ain't how it works. See? You can't. That's why people can't walk in this, man. Go ahead.
St.
But
John.
you got some spirits that were set up to come into this to fall out though. They talk about how they was ordained to condemnation. You see? So that means from the beginning, the Lord set you up to come in just to fucking fall out. You see what I'm saying? A bunch of men that did. That was their lot. He created that spirit to be those that was predestinated to condemnation. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter what you did. You was gonna come into this truth and you was gonna be condemned worse than anybody for whatever reason. We don't know that much. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, but that's crazy. That ain't some simple shit. You know how many dudes don't come into this truth, but they still gonna die? You got men that was predestinated to come, ordained to come into this and fall out. You see what I'm saying? Why? What the fuck you do? Come on.
St. John chapter 14, verse 17.
Who are you? Come on.
Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive,
That's right. Come on.
because it seeth him not,
See?
neither knoweth him.
That's right.
But ye know him,
See,
For-
the foreknowledge. Going into know. Come on.
but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you.
See? That's
Yeah.
it. Ye know him. Ye know him. That's why when you heard it, you knew it was it. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Come on.
But ye know him, for he dwelleth with you.
But that's a hint at it. Because you got many men that, that fell out that was like that. You see what I'm saying?
God.
That's how it all ends though. Come on.
It shall be in you.
See? Come on.
I will not leave you comfortless.
Watch this.
I will come to you.
See? Meaning he knew he was going to fall away from this and he was going to die at some point. But then the spirit will come down to bring it out. They will put a spirit down here to re-educate the elect, meaning bring out, reactivate who they truly are. Because before that time, niggas was doing all types of brothers was niggas. Sisters was niggas. You see what I'm saying? Come on. Sisters was niggas, brothers was niggas. Come on.
St. John chapter 14, verse 19.
Come on.
Yet a little while,
Uh-huh.
and the world seeth me no more. But ye see me,
That's right.
because I live.
That's right.
Ye shall live also.
Come on.
At that day, ye shall know that I am in my Father.
Come on, where you at? 14?
And ye and me.
No, that's it.
Told you.
Jump to 16. 16 and 6. That's it. Make sure that's see you. Moab can get judged, man. Where?
St. John chapter 16, verse 6. But because I have said these things unto you, sorrow hath filled your heart.
It's so spiritual too, 'cause I just reading about life. You know what I'm saying? I was just reading that, man. That's so crazy. Then the spirit have it go like that, man.
We just seeing Moab all day.
Moab, the Lord finna do something to Moab, man. Come on.
Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you.
Meaning like the activator, man. Come on.
But if I depart, I will send him unto you.
Now watch this.
And when he is come,
See, watch this.
he will reprove the world of sin
Watch this.
and of righteousness
Come on.
and of judgment.
Come on.
Of sin, because they
Hold
believe.
on, where you at?
8. I just read 8.
Jump down to 13.
Con. St. John chapter 16, verse 13.
Come on.
Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come,
There it is. Howbeit, when the spirit of truth is come, come on,
he will guide you.
he will guide you. See, really, when it's brought to your attention, when you hear that, pretty much when hit your switch. You know what I'm saying? When your switch is hit, you're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be listening. And then at that point, what? Come on.
He will guide you
See that?
into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself,
Yep, and that's how it was when they pulled up on Neo. That's how it is when they pulled up on X-Men. You see what I mean? Not X-Men, Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. That's how it was when they pulled up on Superman. You know what I'm saying? When they froze the dudes, I forget which one that was. When they froze the dude, I think it was Man of Steel. I don't know if it's the first one or the second one, but they froze the, pretty much when they were trying to save the planet. But they sent him off. They sent him off and shit. And then they eventually came back, and they was telling him, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta. I forget how the hell it went, but pretty much it's the same thing. They all come to you, and that's like the spirit of the truth coming to you, and it educates you. And then they do what? They guide you. Remember they first came to Neo, and they had him on the damn building, on the phone. You see what I'm saying? And it was guiding him. And he was just trusting this, you know what I'm saying, this thing on the inside of him. But he was the only one that was being dealt with like that. See that? So that's pretty much it, man. You know, we're gonna go ahead and close out. You know, just going for a minute. So we're in on that note, you know. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and close this out. We'll give our honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Wa'akudashukah.
Alright, Shalom. Shalom.